and gentlemen, please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Craig Charles.
Welcome to the war zone, where it's not only dreams that get shattered. Yes, down here, only one thing's certain. The man who sweeps up after the fights needs a very big bucket indeed. And today, as they fight for a place in our series semi-finals, 8 new robots risk being smashed into oblivion. So, who wants to see some destruction? Then let's do it. Jonathan, who are this week's 8?
Thanks, Craig. And looking at tonight's robots, I don't think the crowd's going to be disappointed. There are some superb competitors out there. Let's see how they line up in round 1. What a battle to start with. Tornado and Gravedigger, both previous semi-finalists. Diotoir, crowd favourite against the New Machine Dome. 2 newcomers, Evolution and Sabertooth, and then back again, Spawn again, meeting up with the snake-eyed Hydra.
What a mix in the pits. We've got hard nuts, softies, creators of carnage. And then there's Diotoir. Is there more to life? Are these guys mad? No, they're just robot crazy. Those lovable Essex boys return with Spawn again, ranked 13. They showed good promise in the 4th Wars and reached the semi-finals, but fell foul of Kim Davis and Panic Attack. Ranked 12th, Tornado always kicks up a storm, and they could prove to be a solid challenger this year with the addition of a spinning disc weapon. After all, they did reach the round 2 of the semi-finals last time. And finally, the fire hazard, that is Diotoir. Great fun, full of fight, and of course, never wins. But maybe this year will be their year. It seems better constructed and may actually give the other robots a run for their money. So, a guaranteed barbecue tonight, but will our 4 robotic rookies get a roasting? Either way, destruction is guaranteed. Lined up to enter the arena first, Tornado, hoping to send Gravedigger 6 feet under.
Let's bring on the nightmares. Let the wars begin.
From Huntingdon, Tornado.
Semi-finalists and voted best newcomers of Series 4, back with a 15-kilo vertically mounted spinning disc running at 2,000 RPM. It has a 2-centimetre high ground clearance, though.
From Thorpe St Andrew, Gravedigger.
A modified wedge coffin with a ram front, the body held together with faith, hope and a million hot rivets. The weaponry, a CO2 gas-powered double-headed axe, a front spike and rear scoop.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the Gravedigger team. Dave Chaplin, his son Jonathan and Chris Peacher, and Tornado Andrew Marchant, David Gamble and Brian Moss. In the arena for the house robot, Sergeant Bash leads the way with the flamethrower and the pincers. And fighting alongside our Sergeant, Sir Killalot, neither taking nor giving the orders, but giving punishment.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Tornado on the right, starting swiftly. See the axe coming down of Gravedigger there with such power, it actually rocked the machine, which is 89 kilos in weight. Down comes the axe. Onto the frame of Tornado, 4-wheel driven Tornado, runs both ways up, built to push and ram. It is very dogged around the arena, it is very swift as well, even though they say it can only muster top speeds of 10 miles an hour. 0 turning circle and again on the attack, nudging Gravedigger. It's a little irritant in the arena, Tornado, basically. Whips up a little storm of its own, and you see here it's pushing Gravedigger away with formidable force there. Gravedigger slammed onto the arena side wall. So Killalot has a look as well. Tornado releases the hit button, so down will go the pit. You can see it descending there, top of your picture. And to me, it looks as if Tornado already had this one. So Killalot in on the Gravedigger double-headed axe and simply drawing it across the arena floor. And a very good performance by Tornado has left Gravedigger immobilised right from the start. Chasing it around the arena, slammed it against the side wall, and though there is a bumping sort of a movement there from Gravedigger, I don't think it's enough. Neither does the ref bot, Baylor counting him down. Well, Gravedigger made it to the semi-finals of Series 3. And they're going to go out here in the heat. Tornado, get away and out of there. You don't need to be in the trouble zone. Out go Gravedigger. Tornadoes destroy everything in their path, and that's the way it's looked for the Gravedigger boys. Ooh. And they already have their grave dug by Tornado. And Sir Killalot is about to conduct the cremation of the Gravedigger. Burn, baby, burn! And Gravedigger about to be placed 6 feet under. As we've said so many times before, a key Robot Wars phrase. Gravedigger, R.I.P. Tornado with the last rites. R.I.P. in Robot Wars terms means bust in pieces. Gravedigger cease in a pool of smoke. No more.
Well, Gravedigger cremated and then buried. The storm rages on. The victor is Tornado!
I tell you what, when it first started out, I thought Gravedigger looked fairly dangerous, the axe, but it didn't do any damage to you.
No, it's hardly gone through the armour.
And the thing about you, it's so powerful, your robot, you just seem to hit him, and then he stopped.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. We did have a good look at them before the fight, and they do seem to have quite a lot close to their armour, so we might have broken something electrical when we hit them.
What have you done to the robot since the last wars?
Main thing we've done is change the weapon on it.
Yeah.
So we've now got that spinning disc instead of a rather pathetic spike.
Yeah.
We changed the shape slightly so it's not as easy for people to get her wheels off the ground. And the chassis has been slightly beefed up.
You seeded 12. Do you think you can go all the way?
We're certainly looking for it.
Alrighty, guys. Hey, let's raise the roof for Tornado!
Tornado dug deep and put pay to the Gravedigger. Next up, Diotoir and the Dome.
From Clondalkin, Diotoir.
They fought in every wars with this fur-brain machine. Slow at 6 miles an hour, boggle-eyed, a lifting weapon that hardly menaces, but we all adore Diotoir.
From St. John's, Dome.
The dodecanal base houses 4 belt-driven wheels supporting a weapon protected by a 37-sided symmetrical steel frame dome. Now you know, materials include steel and aluminium sheeting.
Roboteers, stand by.
Look at this. This is the Dome team. David Sweeney, Jim Boyd and his daughter Bella, and the Diotoir boys, all great fun themselves. Sir Killalot in the arena with the claws and the lance. And also fighting for the house robots, Sergeant Bash once again.
3, 2, 1.
Good to see that the Dome heads have entered Robot Wars with the right spirit. Immediately flicked up and over by Diotoir. It doesn't have a self-righting mechanism. Look at this. A nudge from the scoop with the leering grin was enough, and over went the Dome. The Dome at the moment, a crashed white elephant. But Robot Wars, you understand. That Dome we're talking about. In the arena now, with Diotoir pushing. And veering away and about to come in on another side onslaught. What can the Dome heads do? Very little. David Sweeney, computer programmer, is the robot driver. Down goes the pit. And it's a sort of a roly-poly, teetering, toppling, tumble. And it crashes down.
Cease.
There's no place like the Dome.
Well, Dome, about as successful as the Millennium Dome. Diotoir, they go through! Putting the fun back into war, it says. That was fun.
Yeah, well, it was quick anyway. That's all I can say.
It looks like a whole new robot.
Oh, we just changed the springs, like, to make it, give it that bit more push,
The
you know?
flip was fairly strong now, isn't it?
It's gone up from 8 ton now to about, what, 18? Yeah. 18 ton.
So you're happy with that? I mean, that was just like a walk in the park, wasn't it?
I know, look, they're fairly hard to push over. The shape of them, like, the shape of their heads.
How's it driving the robot now?
That's...
Seems to be more reliable than it ever was.
More reliable than it ever was. Do you think you can... I mean, because you've not really had a successful when you've been going head-to-head with other robots. Do you think you can pull it out of the bag this time?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah?
No.
All right, then. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Diotoir posse!
Well, impressive for Diotoir. They normally struggle at this stage. Maybe they got their weaponry right into the second round. They do roam, sent home the dome. Next up, newcomers Evolution and Sabertooth.
From Ockwell Park, Evolution.
Looks like a tank made from MDF steel and aluminium. It can pull a car. First time on robot was the turret with its two blades spins 360 degrees. A complete revolution for Evolution.
From Hazelmere, Sabertooth.
Basically, they got a moped, cut it up, welded lots of bits of metal to it, strapped on some motors, and here it is with a 3-mech and giant shredder blade spinning at 2,400 RPM. That's a nasty bite from the Sabertooth.
Roboteers, stand by.
At the controls of Evolution, Alistair Hare, a garage door fitter, and Gabriel Stroud, his daughter Polypar, and Rob Pickford for Sabertooth. Sergeant Bash is in the arena. That weapon has such a long range. And Sir Killalot with the big capacity for total destruction.
3, 2, 1, activate.
To me, Sabertooth looks a bit cumbersome, a bit clumsy. Look at that spinning turret there of Evolution. Just hammering into the frame of Sabertooth, backing away, can get up to 15 miles an hour, Evolution. Double the speed of Sabertooth, and snagging the Sabertooth teeth. You can see them whirling away, caught on the body of Evolution, and then stop turning. A worry there for Rob Pickford and Gabriel Stroud. The controls of Sabertooth being backed onto the arena side wall by Alistair Hare. Loves his computers, his remote-controlled cars. He's got a remote-controlled tank out there at the moment with a Union Jack on its side. Now trying to get in behind Sabertooth. A little push towards the flame pit. Sabertooth doesn't want to go there. It's weaponry, petrol-driven. And actually, petrol-driven machines on Robot Wars have a history of conking out, of stalling. I think that's what's happened to Sabertooth, and Evolution is in trouble as well. From there, the horrific pincer of Sergeant Bash. And I wonder, while we look at Sir Killalot, what the Sergeant is doing outside a CPZ, crumpling Evolution's tank body. Not actually allowed to do that, Redbot, because Evolution was in no sort of trouble. Get in there and pull out a card for the Sergeant. There it is, fully deserved. Sergeant Bash won away from a red card now. Well, they've got something against Evolution, haven't they? Because now Sir Killalot... Oh, look at that! Killalot has totally bent and buckled the front weaponry of Evolution. What have they got against Evolution? Hang on, I'm being passed a message here in my ears from Matilda in the pitch. House robots don't like wooden machines, but MDF Evolution. That's why they're after you. They think you're taking the Michael out of them. The ref bot comes in and has given Killalot a yellow card for his troubles. And for our troubles, we're going to go to a judge's decision. Sabertooth only just alive at the end.
Well, Killalot and Sergeant Bash both get yellow cards. They were obviously not happy with that fight, though. It was a bit like handbags at dawn. We're going to the judges.
Just that looked like a split decision for you. They're marking on style control, damage and aggression. Sabertooth the more aggressive early on, but then its weapon was damaged there. Finished, really. Evolution on top. Then sustaining damage from Sergeant Bash. The Sergeant got a yellow card for that. Also, Killalot given a yellow card for this attack on Evolution. Close.
Well, the judges have made their decision. Now, remember, they're looking at style, control, damage and aggression. I don't think there was much of it, any of that. But they've gone for Evolution!
What happened? You don't know? What happened?
I think
that spinning thing.
It goes really fast.
2,500 RPM.
Yeah.
It didn't like move it like anywhere near that.
No, it was at the beginning. It's got a clutch in it, and I think we've broken the clutch in the front there. So we need a new motorbike. So anybody who's got a motorbike that we can have, we need a
There's a motorbike clutch in it.
There's a moped. It's a moped in it.
Whose motorbike did you nick it from?
No,
in
we
the
got
first
it from a
place?
scrapyard.
You got it from a scrapyard.
So we need another one.
If you would have bought a new one, it might have been better.
Well, if someone wants to give us a new moped, yeah, that'd be great.
Oh,
we'll build another one for next year.
Are you disappointed?
No, it's just really good to come and do it. It's brilliant. I love it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ballistic for Sabertooth.
You got through.
Yeah, but I think I need to go shopping for some new parts.
You certainly do. I don't think the house robots liked you very much at all.
No.
I mean, it's a very good-looking robot. Looks like a tank. Very clever.
Yeah.
But the weapon seemed rather ineffective.
It's a bit gutless. That's why I started spinning the body round. I think if I spin the body round from now on, I'm not going to have a problem.
Okay. A lot of damage sustained here. You can fix it in time for the next round?
Bit of wood filler and a new shaft on there. It'd be right as rain.
And next time, try and avoid kill a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
I knew that was going to happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, raise the roof for Evolution!
Not great, was it, as Sabertooth bit the bullet, Evolution go through, and next up, our final eliminator, Spawn Again against Hydra.
From East Hagborn, Hydra.
Four-wheel driven with a scoop front and central flipper, which acts as a stream-mech, has a pneumatic prong weapon, mainly made from aluminium alloys recycled from scrapyards and neighbours' gardens.
From East Tilbury, Spawn Again.
Big Fan Club has a high-powered CO2 flipper at the front and a high-powered spike at the rear. Twice series semi-finalist, 25 miles an hour top speeds, the fastest in the heat. Four-wheel driven, should drive all the way to the semis once again.
Roboteers, stand by.
Matilda looks on at the Hydra team. Andrew Ledbetter at the controls, just 12. His dad Dennis there with him. And the Spawn Again boys, Darren Ball and Luke Jackman. In the arena for the house robots, Matilda with her heavy flywheel and tusks. And fighting with our gallant lady, our gallant Knight of the Realm, Sir Killalot.
3, 2, 1.
Spawn Again, good machine, good competitors. Hydra newcomers and immediately flicked up. Veering away, very quick to recover. I like that self-righting mechanism on Hydra. Seems to be quick around the arena as well, up to 15 miles an hour. A little bit naive, driving straight onto the front of Spawn Again. And for a second time, you open yourselves up for attacks. They don't seem to mind with that CO2-powered self-righting mechanism. Just seen there Luke Jackman and Darren Ball in the Spawn Again control booth. Hydra is a roly-poly sort of a display, isn't it? Again they tumble, again they self-right. This is great stuff, jack-in-the-box stuff here. With little Andrew Ledbetter at the controls of Hydra. So, he can be flicked and turned over, bash and crash, and immediately righting themselves. Gymnastics the order of the day for Hydra. Underneath, Spawn Again with the wedge. Hydra's ground clearance are vulnerable 2 centimetres. It allows the flipping. Certainly Spawn Again the more aggressive at the moment. I wonder if Hydra have now been immobilised. I wonder if all the rough and tumble in the end was too much for the 12-year-old Andrew. Matilda thinking about a charge. In comes Spawn Again. It's a real battle now. In comes Matilda. Watch for the damage caused by the flywheel. Not a great deal. So Hydra withstanding a lot here. And I wonder if they'll come again. I think they'll be beaten here. If they'll come again in another series, wiser for this battle. Certainly Darren and Luke and the Spawn Again team are on top. Driving on once again. In underneath Hydra. They could go out of the arena here. No. They decided to flick them back into the arena. Hydra long immobilised. So Killalot went to pinch Andrew's machine, just squeezing away. There goes the ref bot with the count. Well, it was an enthusiastic display by Hydra, and I think Andrew, at 12 years of age, will have learnt a lot from it, and I hope he does come back another time. More learned for his experience. Good battle, that. Spawn Again go through. what now happens to Hydra. Punctured by Sir Killalot, slammed by Matilda. That was the weaponry and Sremet that looked so neat early on. Well, they provided a trick or two and certainly some entertainment. But that CO2 being vented from the inside of Hydra controls its flipper weapon and self-righting mechanism. And Hydra is about to tumble into the dark pit, young Andrew. Well done to you, though, and to your dad, Dennis, who operated the weaponry there. A waste management engineer by trade, and I'm afraid, Dennis and Andrew, Hydra is just about to become another piece of jetsam and flotsam and detritus from Robot Wars history. About to go down into the pit. The final ignominy for Hydra.
Well, Hydra take a hiding. Spawn again. Live to fight again. They go through.
Awesome.
Yeah, worked pretty well.
Didn't it?
Yeah.
That flipper is strong.
Yeah, it's lifting up okay, so...
At one stage I thought you were never going to win, though, because he just kept flipping himself back over and going at you, didn't he?
Yeah, we just keep at them, and sooner or later they'll die.
Well, you seeded 13, that's 1-3. Unlucky for some, but it could be lucky for you guys.
We hope so.
What changes have you made to it since last time?
Well, it's a completely new robot since last year. We've got the same drive system, a bit faster, but we've got a full bore pressure flipper on it now. A bit like Chaos, but a bit sort of higher than Chaos's one. But yeah, it seems to be working well. So.
How much can it lift? It seems strong.
It can lift probably about 500 kilos. So 100 kilos is not too much. So.
That's heavy.
Yeah. It'll lift at the end of the ram, right at the back of the arm. It'll lift a car. So.
Alrighty. Well, you're not going to get anything that heavy in Robot Wars.
No, hopefully not.
Apart from Killalot, do you reckon you can flip him?
We try and stay away from him as much as possible, so...
That's a very wise decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. Spawn again!
So Spawn again through as Hydra go by the wayside. This is how round 2 lines up. Tornado against Diotoir, Evolution against Spawn again for a place in the heat final.
Can this robot win
Well, we're fairly
against
confident.
that robot?
Going downhill, yeah. If we had a start on a ramp, not a problem.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Can this robot win against that robot?
Well, there are no ramps in the arena, so I think we've got a reasonable chance.
Yeah. Weapons?
Might choke on furball, that's the only problem, but we're going to rip them to shreds.
Okay. All right. What a load of nonsense.
From Huntingdon in Cambridgeshire, Tornado.
Hi, we're Team Tornado. I'm Andrew Marchant, this is Brian Moss and David Gamble. The robot has got 3 750-watt motors overrun at 36 volts, so that means we have 7 horsepower in the drivetrain and 3.5 horsepower in our new spinning disc weapon. We won the Best Newcomer Award last year. This year we're going all the way.
From Clondalkin, Dublin in Ireland, Diotoir.
How's it going? We're the Diotoir team from Ireland. I'm Pete, this is Kieran, this is Joe. We've improved Diotoir, we put in high-powered springs off lorry suspension, and we're ready to fight and kick ass.
Roboteers, stand by.
Tornado with Andrew Marchant at the controls and David and Brian alongside him. And Diotoir, the Irish lads, work in the aircraft industry. There's young Jack, their mascot, in there with them. Dead metals in the arena, weapon synergy, the saw, the pincer working together. Sergeant Bash, the flamethrower, the pincers, either can destroy.
3, 2, 1.
Terrific experience here. Diotoir has fought in every series of Robot Wars. Tornado semi-finalists in Series 4. Diotoir's weaponry is improved. Tornado drives back though. It is the most persistent of machines, Tornado. Never gives up. constantly on the attack with that vertically mounted 15-kilo front spinning disc slicing into the side here of Diotoir. They thought they might get a fur ball and be choked. Diotoir now has side spikes. You see them there to ward off such attacks, and a neat turn of pace there to get away from Sergeant Bash. Peter Redmond at the controls, an aircraft avionics engineer who loves farming. Ants. Strange. Diotoir under pressure from Tornado. Slam. Bam. And back at you, ma'am. Diotoir showing tenacity and courage in there. And actually grappling there with Tornado. This is a real heave-ho. See the wheels spinning? Tornado cannot push Diotoir any further, it would seem. The sergeant comes in and has a look. Ooh, a little flick of flame. And Diotoir's fur was tickled. Andrew Marchant at the controls of Tornado. They've obviously crowned themselves kings of the Robot Wars arena thus far. Will they be dethroned as Tornado slams in on the bucket scoop? Diotoir over the years has become much more durable, you know, and this is a terrific, sustained fight between two stout-hearted machines. Tornado spinning away. Diotoir in there for the close grappling, side by side. Toreador and Bull, which is which? Tornado with a little bit of a push now, side on to Diotoir. Dancing around the arena, close controls. Diotoir takes the plunge. Goes for the pit release first. Down it goes, the pit. Diotoir, did they sense that Tornado was on its last leg, as it were? What a shot this is! Diotoir nearly went in, but Tornado crash out! The 12 seeds are gone. What a win for Diotoir!
Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Tornado turned into a gentle summer's breeze. Diotoir go through. Whoa! Well done, my son. Come here. I bet you're gutted, don't you?
I don't know what to say.
Well,
he did it again.
What did he... The thing was, they seem to be more, well, have more power than you, but it was only because your wheels didn't seem to be able to get any traction.
The front wheels were coming off the ground, so...
Yeah. But what a bit of driving in the end. They hit the release,
very well done by them.
turn you around, put you in a pit.
Yeah, the fur jams everything up. we had to reverse our disc a few times to get the fur out of it.
Can you believe it, though? I mean, I'm shocked. You're 12 seeds.
Well, they've beaten us. Good luck to them and the rest of it.
Good loser. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Team Tornado. Come here, Zero. Give me a hug. I can't believe it.
I want their crowns.
Well, you're becoming the kings. The kings.
All right, hand them in.
The kings of Ireland, anyway. Talk me through it.
Oh, what can I say? Peter's an absolutely amazing driver. Like, times there, he had him.
You've done it, lads.
Yeah, second time.
You're through.
Through to the next round.
And you're not really used to winning, are you?
No, this is new to us.
Have you ever got through to a heat final before?
At home, yeah.
in your dreams?
Yeah. Computer games, you know what I mean? Got right through that.
Well, you're through to one now. Yeah. Heady Heights.
Weird, isn't it?
Bula Buscadina, Bucleos Aaron. Let's hear it for the boys from Ireland.
Irish eyes are smiling. Diotoir through, Tornado's wind force spent. And next up, Evolution against the experienced Spawn Again boys.
Next round, Spawn Again. Semi-finalists last time. Can you do it this time?
Oh, yeah, we're going all the way this time.
Yeah. What damage did you sustain?
Well, I managed to blow one of the solenoids on the robot, but that was after we immobilised the opponent, so it's just a minor problem. We're okay.
You've done a little bit of rewiring.
Yeah, we had a bit of rewiring because it's so powerful, it uses a lot of current and keep burning out wires, but not anymore.
Feeling confident, aren't you?
Definitely, 100%. Again, 2 minutes, job done.
Stop it. I can tell. Pride comes before a fall, never forget that. The Evolution team of one, held together with a lot of wood filler now.
Yep.
Because it's MDF in there. How do you feel you're going to cope?
I'm going to need a lot more wood filler after this.
Are you going to enjoy it?
Yeah, I will do, but they've got a flipper, so they're not really going to inflict that much damage on me.
Right.
But the house robots probably will.
Okay, okay. We'll look forward to it. Sorry.
From East Chilbury, Spawn Again.
Hi, we're Team Spawn Again. I'm Darren, this is Luke. The Essex boys are back with an all-new robot. We're faster, more powerful, and we've got a full ball pressure, 1000 PSI flipper, like Chaos, only bigger. And this time, anyone who comes near us is going into orbit.
From Ockwell Park, Evolution.
Hi, my name's Alistair Hare. We're Team Darwin, and this is Robot Evolution. It's got a nice meaty blade at the front. The entire turret spins around 360 degrees. It's got fake tank tracks down the sides. It runs on wheels, even though it looks like it's got tracks. And it's made of MDF. So expect a lot of sawdust.
Roboteers, stand by.
Spawn Again. Born out of Spawn of Scudder and Scudder's Revenge for Darren Ball and Luke Jackman. And Evolution, Alistair Hare. Wife Katie would be with him. She's heavily pregnant. Matilda's in the arena for the house robots. The tough exoskeleton lacks self-control. Sergeant Bash, limited fuel capacity. Don't worry about that. He has plenty of strength to worry about.
3, 2, 1.
Sergeant Bash there at top of your picture looked hungry to get into action as well. Spawn Again on the attack though. Evolution spinning. The tank machine of Alistair Hare. Spawn Again will try and get in underneath Evolution and flip it up and over using the high-powered CO2 front flipper like that. Evolution, the tank has crashed down. I would imagine at this stage it has now. You're not coming back from that. To be quite frank, the tank is out. What a performance by the Spawn Again boys. In underneath. And one way to oblivion from there.
Where has your robot gone? Out of the arena.
Just slightly.
20 seconds. A lot of work for 20 seconds, eh?
Yeah, still hitting though.
You did, yeah, you got stuck in once.
Yeah,
Didn't go well, did it?
No.
It's a powerful flipper they've got.
Yeah, I know.
You told me after the first round that you were going to try and work on your weapon to make it a little bit more effective.
Yeah, I've stuck a brick in it.
Didn't really work, did it?
No. It's time to evolve.
It's time to evolve. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Evolution in progress. We are not worthy. Well, that went according to plan, didn't it?
Exactly the plan. We said we was going to come in, get them straight out, and we did the job straight away.
Well, you're fighting those Irish boys next.
Yeah, I know.
Diotoir.
Yeah.
How do you think you're going to fare?
Diotoir are scared. They're running scared. They know they are.
They're running scared.
Running scared.
Well, I would be. Hey, game on. Let's have a ding-dong. Ladies and gentlemen, Spawn Again.
What a performance by Spawn Again. Evolution out of the arena. This is how the Heat G final lines up. Diotoir against Spawn Again. Should be fun. Well, tonight's battles were a pleasure to watch, and the best is yet to come. But before we get ready for our two finalists, let's see how they got this far. Diotoir didn't need long to dispose of the dome. That was the first attack, really, into the pitch. And then some battle against the push and shove of Tornado, weathering the storm, picking the moment, and dumping the Tornado. Spawn Again came up against a good battler in Hydra, the newcomers, flipping and tossing. And eventually Hydra ran out of steam and ran into the pit. Then it was Evolution. One throw, not enough for victory with the flourish. Whoops, the second was.
2 flippers, flipping loonies, and the flipping maniacs. Because you're not taking any prisoners, are you?
No, we're going straight in, try and beat them, get it over with quick.
What do you think about the opposition?
Oh, they're a good bunch of lads, and they're actually the ones who fixed our robot to get us here to this fight, so there's no bad feelings towards them.
No bad feelings, but what about gratitude? What about, oh, well, we'll stand by and let you go through.
Well, we've made a gentleman's agreement. Whoever gets immobilised first, the other one pushes them straight down the pit to avoid getting beat up by our
Oh,
robots.
for goodness sake, that's not meant to be happening. What's going to happen then, in there?
We're going to do that till we flip them, and then we're just going to leave them out, and the robots are just going to eat them. But don't tell them that.
So much for a gentleman's agreement, eh? If you're just wondering who this reprobate is, who are you?
Oh, my name's Jack.
And who are you?
Our mascot.
Oh, I couldn't tell you that.
He's son of the master of robot wars. It's Craig's little boy, aren't you? Look at this.
Isn't he?
Look at this beautiful face. Does he remind you of anyone?
He's taller than his dad, though, so we've got to watch out. Excuse me, I need to talk to the other team members. Happy, confident?
Nope.
Flipper working?
Don't know. Where did we get out there?
Fingers crossed it's not too much of a barbecue session this time.
Oh, it's not the flames we're worried about.
No, I know.
Yeah, it's just landing on the judges.
It's landing on the judges. Good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck.
I'd say there was the mother of all face-offs brewing. It's going to be awesome. So let the heat final begin.
From Clondalkin, Diotoir. From East Tilbury, Spawn Again. Roboteers, stand by.
In the first day of Robot Wars, the Diotoir team have been great fun. Peter Redmond, Dr. Zulu, Joe Gavin, and now, of course, Jack and the Spawn Again team of Darren Ball and Luke Chapman have also learned vital lessons over the past years. For a start, how to dodge the likes of Sergeant Bash in the arena. How to twist and turn away from the tusks of Matilda.
3, 2, 1, activate.
It's been fascinating to watch the development of these two sides. Spawn Again now with that formidable flipper. Diotoir, has lost one eye for a start. In underneath, Diotoir, very little ground clearance, but tumbled over. That was the first attack. And then as they tried to self-right and fired their weapon, both eyes actually came off Diotoir. At the controls, Peter Redmond. As for his tactics, he says, I'm never too sure, actually. And Spawn Again releases the button that will send Diotoir down into that crevice after a worthy battle through this heat to the final, but no further from the lads from Clondalkin in Dublin. And Spawn Again with the fur trophy already on the front flipper. Reaching the semi-finals of Scutter's Revenge in Series 3 and the semi-finals of Series 4 with Spawn of Scutter. We'll head through to the Series semi-finals again. Oh, Diotoir's on fire. We've seen that before, but we haven't seen quite as determined a performance from Diotoir as this one. Sergeant Bash comes in with a flick of flame, and Diotoir, crowd favourites, being taunted by the crowd now. And in a splash of steam, out go the flames and out go the hopes. In comes the Sergeant once again. Well, there's going to be very little left of the polka dot fur. I don't know where they get the supply from every year. Only Peter Redmond and Dr. Zulu, Kieran Byrne and Joe Gavin would know. Perhaps it's something from their private lives they'd rather not discuss. We won't delve into that. Oh, and there they go, and there goes their machine. A charcoal heap. Tatters around the arena floor. Hey, Spawn Again, what are you doing out there having a go? On looks Joe Gavin, in comes Matilda. More damage caused to Diotoir. Spawn Again doesn't exactly look healthy. up the exertions of this final, but we know that it's Spawn again through to the series semi-final. Diotoir a crumpled heap.
Diotoir gets one in the eye. Spawn again through to the series semi-finals.
Oh, lads, it didn't go to plan, did it?
What can I say, you know? They were lower than us.
Flip ourselves back over if we're upside down. That's the trouble up against another flipper.
I know, and you haven't got a soft righter.
That's it. That's the problem.
He was, but he was up with us. He wouldn't let him back down.
It was all about that first flip we really needed to get.
They were lower, weren't they?
Yeah, they were, yeah.
That's not nice saying that about someone, though.
They were lower. They were lower than. How can you be lower than the Diotoir team? You've had some fun and you've come quite far for a change.
Yeah. Oh, we took out one of the main ones, so that was a bonus for us. Like,
we took out the 12th seed, which is always good. Tornado is he's packed his bags. He's gone home crying.
Yeah, these boys are always going to be tough, you know. So
lost to a good robot then.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Diotoir!
Well, as they said, you were lower than them.
Yeah, it was lower than them.
You got the first flip in.
Yep.
And they haven't got a soft righter. Design flaw.
Yeah, we did have a couple of goes of flipping them back over again and then thought, well, we made the agreement, we'll put them down the pit, and then we had trouble, so...
You're in with the big boys now in the series semi-finals.
Yeah, I know.
What robots do you want to avoid?
Razor.
Everyone wants to avoid Razor.
Razor and hitting the disc wouldn't be a very good draw, I don't think, but we'll give them all a go.
What do you think you're susceptible to? You're susceptible to the kind of the claw, are you?
Well, I think almost all of us are. It's basically sort of Razor's always the one you get in before he gets you, basically. But other than that, we're sort of, I suppose we're as good as most of the others. It's just a question of if it holds up on the day. So
Razor's coming up later in the competition. We'll see how his robot looks and if it performs this year.
Yeah, that's right. He's always had problems, but this year he's keeping his fingers crossed. So.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, they're into the series semi-finals. Let's hear it for Spawn again. Well, if you're going to burn a robot, then Diotoir's the one to burn on Robot Wars. Bye-bye.